Hey everybody. So next Wednesday I'm heading down to the beach, which means that this will be which means I'll miss some videos next week. But today we're doing match day 12. It's the last day of school for my wife. It's June 10th. It's the last day of school for a lot of people. Let's start the summer. All right. Sorry. Let's start the summer with a look at how we did yesterday. So yeah, we ended up with a tie in Tundra. Good news is we are still in a tie for first place with Blish. I figure this will just be a race to the finish from here. Tough stuff. Yeah, he's a worthy opponent, the defending champion, and fun to be with him. We also have Ahmed Ismail out there and a few other people. Susanna, who is a great woman. Very, very fun to meet, very great to play trivia with. So we've got some people who I like and who I know, and that's the best you can hope for. All right, 12. Sorry. I'm like raring to go. Can't you feel it? All right. Versus Russ Friedewald. We underestimated his Queen Anne knowledge and wasn't sure about the math he got there. But slightly overestimated perhaps his geography knowledge and his knowledge of this story about the NYSE. So, yeah, we still won, but we didn't play super great defense there. All right. Anyway, let's go on to match day 12. All right. The 1966 Jean Rhys novel, Wide Sargasso Sea, tells the story of Antoinette Bertha Causeway's life prior to and including her mental descent in the attic of Thornfield Hall. The attic of Thornfield Hall being the bestest clue here. Though, because this novel comes up a lot as an interesting prequel to a very classic novel, so this novel is written as a prequel to what other work? That work is Jane Eyre. Not much to say. Bertha, of course, is Mr. Rochester's wife. He and she kind of is confined to the attic and stops the wedding, as I recall, or her existence stops the wedding. So this is a sympathetic portrayal of her, I believe. I haven't read it, but that is my understanding there. Question 2. Identify the Austrian physicist and philosopher of science who is the namesake of the quantity roughly equivalent at sea level to about 1,115 feet per second. Mach. That's the speed of sound, I think. He would be physicist. I don't know too much about like Mach, like his life or his work, really. But that is the most logical thing. It's a speed. There's not a lot of units that are the equivalent of a speed. Very few, in fact. So that's, yeah. I feel like that's definitely got to be right. If it's not that, it's something else for some other reason that I couldn't think of. All right, question 3. Mach 1, Mach 2. Yeah, I like it. They call it a quantity, not a unit, which is technically kind of right because you don't actually say like it's 4 Machs, right? So anyway, 3. What word links the title of a 1914 opera by Igor Stravinsky and the name of the 19th century superstar Swedish soprano Jenny Lind, which is probably how her name was pronounced. Could she have been nicknamed the Firebird? She probably wasn't nicknamed the Rite of Spring. Not an opera. Firebird, not an opera. Uh-oh. It's a nickname you'd give to a opera singer. Some kind of... Shoot. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to come back to that one. Does not immediately occur to me. Question 4, which I have seen, which I've been staring at here. May as well get out of the way. I have a comment about this one. I'm just curious. A distinctly American sandwich comprising an absurd number of layers of various meats, cheeses, vegetables, and condiments takes its name from that of what popular comic strip character? All right, so we agree, like when it comes up on Jeopardy or when it comes up in life, that there's such a thing as a Dagwood sandwich, right? We know that Dagwood, Blondie's husband, who used to make big fat sandwiches in the comics, is the namesake of this big fat sandwich. I don't know. Is there such a thing as a culinary canon? Is there a list of dishes that exist in the world for sure? Because I feel like this is something that like 18 restaurants call a sandwich, and that there's not a lot of other attestation for. Like, I don't know. Like, we agree that this exists, this thing called a Dagwood sandwich, but I don't really know if there's such like a official thing. It doesn't have a recipe. It's not part of a cuisine. It's just an exaggerated sandwich that doesn't sound much like a real food. I mean, you know, you can call anything that. It's like an adjective. So yes. I am a Dagwood sandwich skeptic, but it exists for the purposes of trivia. All right. Question 5. Whoa, that's a list. A tribe of Pueblo people in western New Mexico. Okay, there's a lot of those. A seaport city in southern Brazil. Okay, there's a lot of those. A Philippine province on the island of Luzon. Probably not a lot of those, but I have no idea what the names of any Philippine provinces. You could probably guess a number of like city words and get some of them right, but I don't know. A dam across the Colorado River near Yuma, Arizona. Nope, no idea. And a beach in Orange County, California. Okay, there's not so many of those. There's quite a few. All share what name? All right. Let us list the Southern California beaches we can name. And I know, like, if there's LA people listening to this, they're going to be like, that's not in Orange County, like, repeatedly. Just let me do my thing, okay? Because this is one of these situations where I don't know, like, north to south, anything of the beaches in Southern California. So what do we got? We got, like, Pismo Beach, the Pismo people, Pismo, Brazil. It's not the worst. Malibu. It's more of a town, but it is a beach for sure. It's not Venice. The Venice people of western New Mexico. My kids are making noises in the next room. I don't know how much of that you can hear, but they got some noisemakers yesterday at a party, so that's fun. Venice Beach, Redondo Beach. Doesn't that mean something like I don't know, curvy, or I'm not sure exactly what that word means. If anything, I'm not sure it's a adjective. The Redondo people, Redondo Dam. Maybe it's not the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach, based on my extensive knowledge of reality shows that is not real. Or fictional shows. Which one of those is Laguna Beach? Oh no. Oh, the 2000s are so long ago. Okay, well, Laguna Beach is definitely in Orange County, I think. Laguna Dam and Laguna people, Laguna, Brazil. See, Laguna means lagoon in Spanish. So maybe in Portuguese too. So that's totally reasonable. I like it. Laguna. Laguna Beach. Yes. Yes, I like it. I feel like that's maybe the answer. All right. Question 6. A specially constructed 98-foot by 185-foot by 40-foot soundstage, which included 31 apartments, 12 of which were fully furnished, comprised the set on which the entirety of what 1954 film was shot. Okay. Well, this is a great movie. In fact, my father-in-law was in town last week. We were just talking about this movie and the set for this movie and how awesome it was. He's a big fan of Alfred Hitchcock, so am I. The answer is Rear Window. Everything about that fits. Makes total sense, too. Everyone should watch that. Just give it a chance if you haven't seen it. It's really fun to watch, I think. It's really easy to watch. Good movie. Okay, so this is Jenny Lind person. I get this is so. This is bad. I don't have anything here. All right, I feel like that's decently difficult. All right, guys, can you stop with the noise? Because I'm recording a video right now. You can use that in a minute, okay? I don't know how much that's coming through, but it's bothering me a little bit, and I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate taking stuff from my children. All right. So Thornfield Hall attic. 67% literature, still likely to get that right, I feel like. Classical music 316, I feel like I can 3 this, because I'm not even sure. Probably do that for both players. I feel like this is... Nobody knows the nickname of Jenny Lind, probably, by itself. It's one of those puzzler types, but I don't think it's coming. Got Rear Window here. The Dagwood sandwich. This is kind of a chestnut, isn't it? I mean, it's named after a comic book character who likes big sandwiches. Got to be right. And then 2 on Mock with 55%. Didn't say Speed of Sound. And 2 on Laguna Beach. Because there's other things I could be. I'm not sure that's right. So I might be getting 4 today. I don't think I'm getting 3. Unless Mock sneaks up on me. All right. I feel like Brandon will maybe know Rear Window. I'm not sure, but that seems safe. Beach, Pueblo. These aren't like... Most of these things I don't feel like are like aggressively in Brandon's wheelhouse for Laguna Beach. So that's a 2. We might just defend these identically, although he does know his science. I'll switch these 2. Does he? 1% literature. Yeah, I feel like he knows the Speed of Sound. I mean, having met Brandon and spent some time with him, he's a pretty scientifically minded individual. So I feel like he's probably going to catch that one. So let's submit and see how bad we did. Jane Eyre. Ernst Mach, sweet. Didn't know his first name either. Nightingale. Nightingales by Stravinsky. Sure, that's an opera. It's not like extremely famous. Is it? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think of it that way. I'm sure people who know classical music are like, sure, it's totally famous, but not right there for me. Dagwood, Laguna, and Rear Window. Sweet. Laguna was right. That was the one. That's a good feeling to get it on the, 6th stab at a choice there. It's pretty good. All right. Well, I will take that for a Friday. Sorry about the wackiness of this here video today. It was fun, though. See y'all on Monday for one of 2 broadcasts next week. See you soon.